Alright, I'm gonna start off this game with Queen's Pawn to set up my Queen's Gambit. I hate when people play the Horwitz defense. It's like most people are gonna play d5 anyway, or like Semislav, or go into something. See? Why not just play the Semislav? I'm still getting the same setup that I would use. Does this guy just hate development? This bishop's never getting out unless it comes here. Now I can put my knights in the middle. I think I'll do that actually. Just so I get some more squares in this territory. So I can't play Queen b3 because the pawn's not on b7. I can try to open a file for my rook, so I think I exchange. He takes here. And then I can play rook c1, knight b5. And I get this nice open file. But secondly, I can also go here. And he would have to move around. If he wants to trade off the knight, he has to come back, and then I can just take this bishop. Or if he wants to do this, or not that, but if he wants to trade it here, I think I can take and give him no way to get rid of this knight for a reasonable amount of time. But I also think playing Queen e2 is necessary to connect the rooks. Yeah, Queen e2, that does hang a pawn. But I think connecting the rooks is more valuable here. And next move he's gonna... Now this is a fork. So let's see, take. I either trade this or I trade. Okay, I have an idea. I can trade here. Or I can win the rook somehow. Because it's down the file. Let's see. Is there any way I can... first, I think it's just better to take that because knight for bishop, and then take this pawn with the threat on his rook. I'm just going to play it here to protect this so I can move away. Now this bishop is a problem. I'm going to pin that, and then I'm going to try to win that. I think that does win that, actually. Let's see, rook here. No, other rook comes and slides in. Queen c2, knight takes, bishop takes. Here, 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 here. Yeah, I win that. Let's see. Takes. Take. And he can't take here immediately. Oh yeah, well he can do that, so let's see. Can I get something out of here? Well, the knight is trapped. That's the fun part. All I have to do is get my bishop here. Or no, it is trapped, yeah. Once I take the knight, we'll have these 6 squares. And you'll notice 4 of them are occupied by pawns. Or could be taken by pawns. So I just have to play here. Step back. Take this. And if he tries to double move me or whatever, like double solution 2, I'll just take here, but he doesn't. Another thing, I'm trying to see if this is a good check to be able to give. I'm worried about that. Let's see. That here. Then he tries to take here. I go here. Pawn push. Here? Oh, he just wants to take there. Yeah, that's should have predicted that. I mean, I should definitely get rid of this back rank mate threat. No, the king would have that square. But I can try to bait him. Can try to bait his king somewhere where I can fork this rook, but I also want to get rid of this pawn, so maybe maybe here? No. That does just give away that pawn though, right? Let's see, rook can't guard. You can try to trade bishops, but whatever. Now it's even, and I would say I have better pawn structure because I just have 4 connected pawns. But the one thing I don't really love here is that he can push here and just create a pass pawn. So I think I'm going to go here. No, that blunders the bishop. I'm going to go here, add another attacker to this. And king here, bishop takes. And then I go here in a couple moves and just shove. Okay. Yeah, bishop takes, and now if he takes, I can just take back with the bishop. And he's got this isolated pawn. And then here, yep, I take back with the bishop, like I said. Alright, I think it's a winning endgame, but I'm not 100% sure. Does that give up the pawn in one move? Because, let's see. Here, he can try to defend with the rook, but he just gets taken by the bishop. Here, if he gives this check, I go here, he has no follow-up, so yeah. 99% sure he just blundered the pawn. Now, if he puts his king here, I'm going to play here first. And then force the bishop trade and then take the pawn. And that'll put his king further back. Or just like make him get rid of his king activity for a little while. And then let's see. King here, bishop here. King has to come back. I take, he takes. Rook must take. Here. Rook back to a4, and then just to cut off his king from my territory. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get back away from him. Make sure my rook just can't get threatened. Put it on light squares, all the good stuff. And I also like covering this file, so I have like an extra attacker if he ever wants to try to push and trade pawns, or if I ever want to play here. If he doesn't go there, I think I will go there, because then he can't push, because I will take. Oh, he just wants to go ahead and push. If he goes here, I'm going to go here. Wow. Some high-level stuff from my opponent. I'm going to threaten it. And then if bishop comes, I'm just going to take. If that happens, I'm just going to take with the rook. Let's see. I think it'd be easier if I just simplify and just build a wall. And just make 100% sure I'm not stalemating him. If he goes there, I'm going to play here, force him onto that back rank. Here. Here. Let's see. If I push there. No. Let me go around. Let's see, I go here. Now I need to go there. Check. If he comes up. Okay, he has this escape route, which is my goal. Here. Only move, or he could take this pawn. Doesn't really matter. Make one queen. Make a knight. And he resigns after the knight. Wow. 4 misses. That was a fun game. Let's see the accuracy on this sucker.
That free piece won you a
81.8.
hard-fought
I met
game.
my goal.
Let's look at
What
how
was
that...
my one blunder?
Oops, you gave up a bishop.
Oops, I gave up a bishop. Yeah, that's fun.
A clear recapture.
So let's see. Oh, I'm just... Oh, no, it's drawn.
The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across.
Here. Here.
After all captures, this is... That free piece won you a hard-fought game. Let's look at how that move made the difference.
Alright, so... Next game. E4, C5, that's my opening. Or King's Indian defense, I like to play. If he plays E4, I need to play D6 to go ahead and prevent that little sucker. Now I can go ahead and play D6 to stop this. I don't know why the computer calls it a London system here. Oh, is this all theory? Ugh. No, it's not. Theory is Kingside Castle. He's playing like it's a Sicilian. If he goes here. I think I need to play... No, if he goes there, I need to just create a route for my bishop, because I don't want to weaken my king. But I also need to start launching queen pawns, even though in the King's Indian you're supposed to be creating an attack on the king side. He is very much making that attack look not so fruitful, because my king is here and I can't weaken his king on the king side. Now, I wonder, is he gonna... Yeah, he did go there, and, let's see. Alright. So my thought process is I'm gonna go here. He's gonna take back. Then I'm gonna put my knight here. And I'm gonna threaten this fork, and I'm gonna threaten this queen. And he's gonna have to put his queen there. But as Igor Smirnov said, once you develop your pieces, every move should be a threat. So I just want to make some threats, make a forward move into his territory. Yep, he finds it. Just play e6. Remove this queen from that square. He has no way to defend this pawn, which I find is nice. And the pawn is blocked by his... Oh, wait, he can go back. Wow. Yeah, go ahead and finish my development. She push? Oh, okay, my bishop is trapped. Wow. Here, take. I'm threatening this pawn twice, but he's also got to defend it twice. I could start launching and just go for it. And just put my rooks in a more active spot. Yeah, I think here, e5, take. Let's see, what would he play next? Probably try to trade the queens and get it on my king. Like such. And then, so here. 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 Here to bring his rook to a semi-open file. Can I... No, he still would have his queen on this diagonal. Oh, so he just played it earlier. Yeah. Same plan. To trade pawns here. Take, and take. So I won't lose this pawn. He goes here, I go here, and I just open up my rook. And play king h1. Or king h8, sorry. Yeah, it looks like he's going to trade him. What about this? I didn't think about this move, but rook could have came down to d7 and just started terrorizing my back rank. So, what about rook comes here because I have this open b file? Oh, crap. Wow. I did not see that. Yeah, I think I gotta resign after that one. I got a second viewer. That's nice. Thanks for watching. King's Indian defense. Hopefully I don't suck as bad this game. Alright, that means I gotta play here. Now, do I play knight? So I think... Sorry, I've had a sore throat for some reason today. I can play knight here because this bishop is blocking his queen's sight on this pawn, and I'm threatening to take, and then take. Sorry. Take. Okay. I still think taking and taking is right. Because I can take. And he has no way to threaten this knight immediately. And then I can reroute this one over here, and this will be defending. Okay, queen steps aside, which I think is not a good move because it just allows me to double these pawns for no cost. And now he can't kingside castle in his right mind. Yeah, well now maybe I open up the b file for my rook and play queen d7, rook b7, rook b8, and just try to battery down this file. Just trading bishops. He doesn't have this h-pawn gone. I think he plays rook g1 and just tries to create an attack. Yeah, well, rook c file is now semi-open, which is better for me because I can target this pawn, and then if he tries to go here, I'm just gonna start shoving pawns, or I can pin his knight and then go here. Okay, he castled, which is dumb, to say the least. Because I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to try to find a way to get my queen safely to one of these squares, because I can't get here because of his queen. Alright. Take, and now I have this open e file. I think I'm going to try to beat him to it. Let's see. If I go take, he takes with the rook. I take with the queen. That gives him the open file. So I don't think I want to go into that. I could just take once. But, yeah. I'm going to trade the knight. After rook takes, I'm going to step back. And make sure everything is defended, this pawn mainly. He could play queen g5, but he has no pieces. Oh, my second viewer. Now I don't want to take because that undoubles his structure. I think my only move is to go here, or I could. No, that doesn't give me any activity. Well, yeah. Go here, stop this pawn from getting taken. Don't trade queens because it helps him, not me. Maybe Okay, he goes ahead and moves back. Reason I didn't play rook c6 is because, oh, he's just going to keep adding pressure, isn't he? Yeah, so I'm going to go here. Take. That's my plan. It's my counterattacking plan. Yeah. And I'm gonna play pawn b6. And then try to attack here. Because if he goes here, I think I'm gonna play here. And he can't come back, so his king just kinda has to step forward. No, he just wants to... Here. Everything is defended now. Now I think it's... No, it's not okay to trade queens. Well, yes, it is, if I can find a way to do it without hurting my structure and without helping his. Or, best case scenario, he offers this queen trade and I just take, and he has these two isolated pawns. But that's a dream scenario. Also, he has these double isolated pawns, so if I can trade the pieces off to where it's just the rooks, or it's just the kings even, this is going to become very targetable weakness. So is this pawn, but it's also a flank pawn. Oh, so tired. I'm going to get here, and then I don't want to go here, or let's think about that. Here, what's his follow-up? Oh, check. Here. Then what's his follow-up? Yeah, he just goes ahead and play it. There's no more idea to play here anymore. Now he's just attacking more of my pieces. Which is a fine move. Do I go here and try to get back and like fork him or something? No, the fork square is here, and let's see, there is no other fork square. And I can't get here. That's the problem. I think I'd try to trade the queens, or no, I'm gonna get here and then try to work my way around here. Like, down here, threaten the rook, or just blunder the pawn. That's a great idea by me, actually. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh, what a stupid move. Here, he goes here, and I have no way to defend this pawn. Yeah, that's a fun one, guys. Or he goes here. Well, if he goes there, I can get here. Then he's gonna go there. Yep. What about playing for perpetual? Check. Or I could get down here and just start trying to obliterate. And checking terms, of course. Okay, he's got to take the queen, right? Yep. Is that a perpetual? Let's think. Because as long as he shuffles around up here, yeah. It's not perpetual since he can run. The real question is, how well can he run? Well, I need to stop that pawn. So I can go here. Take here. Or if he tries to come down to one of I'm just gonna... I think I have to play for a draw. Because this pass pawn is way too strong. If he steps into that corner and then blocks with the queen, it really is a draw since I can just come up and down. Why am I doing this? Nobody sees this. Okay, block with the queen now. Wait, I'm playing for a win. Oh, only moves block and I take. I'm playing for the win. I'm alive. Okay, now he starts giving checks. Yeah, that's to be expected. Can block, but it's not good. Here, I can block that one. And he has no follow-ups because his pawns shut him down. He can't get down here fast enough. Okay. I have no checks, that's a problem. I could blockade this pawn, though. And now I'm threatening... Well, I wouldn't say threatening, but now I can give more checks. Just in case. Or like... I don't know, if the queen tries to step away, I could just... do a couple more checks. Checks fix everything in the chess world. Yeah, is there a way I can, like, force the queen trade? Here. Here. Oh, dang it, I forgot to do that step. Here. 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 And he's just going to keep running up. Because if he keeps running up... Oh, he just let the queen trade happen. Okay, wow, that's nice. Now I can just throw my king around in 2 moves. Which 1, 2. I can get in front of his pawn. That's the good bit. And I can just start shoving. Take, he's blocked off. Here. He gets in front of me. Yeah. Here. I'm going to start going up and just put him in a little cage. Only move here or here, and they both lose this pawn. Up here. I'm pretty sure he made a mistake somewhere. I think it would have been a draw, but 2 connected pass pawns. Yeah. That's winning. But
good job breaking through in the endgame with some strong maneuvers.
Awesome. 15 opening accuracy 100%. Wow. That saved my butt. See, what was the opening?
Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center. The Indian c4 builds a strong. The king's in. Knight. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the e4.
Okay, book moves, all book moves.
Their bishop moves into the game. It's good to get your bishop off of its. Your opponent develops the knight. They kick. That was a fair trade. A clear. No surprise. You had to move your knight. They missed a chance to. You are forcing your opponent to double pawn. A straight. You apply. They offer a fair trade.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's where the opening ended.
Your opponent's pawn chain.
Wow, that's a good opening. Yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty nice first 12 moves, but that's the only good bit. Okay, he's 1556. Wow. Alapin, you play d5 and just... When he takes, you can bring your queen out because he can't threaten it with his knight. And you just... Okay. Nothing defends the e4 pawn. Yeah. I can play knight here. He goes here, I'm gonna go here. Okay. Here, I'm gonna try to force him into taking so I can add more support. to this pawn. If he goes here, I don't know, let's think about here, here. Now he's just trying to attack that pawn, but if he doesn't take now, yeah, he adds more support. If he didn't take, I could take, and then win this pawn pretty easy. I can still do that because my queen sees it now. I can also play... Okay, now take. Knight takes. Knight takes. Let's see, after I take, I force him to waste the tempo or isolate the pawn. So he has to step back. Oh, he can't move the knight back because I take and win the rook. Wow, oh, hey, second viewer. Hope you're having a good time. But yeah, play my queen's gambit. Let's see, does he go for a Slav? Queen gambit declined. Or one thing people play a lot, and a lot, is like the Marshal's defense. I don't know why it's like the worst, because you just get a full center off the bat. Let's see if he falls straight into the trap. Oh wow, he's fallen into the trap. Take it. Boom. Now I win his... I think the smartest move he could play is knight here, bishop, and then I can just go back. A lot of people will go knight here and try to discombobulate your queen, but it's really hard because you can put your rook here and you just kind of terrorize. Wow. Yeah, this is a good trap to know about. It gets 1500s, and that's what surprises me, is like, it's in a Ben Feingold video, I think. Yeah. See, he just wants to try to gambit the rook. He goes here. Try to stop me from taking this pawn, because if I get this pawn, my queen gets out successfully. Yeah, let's see. I think I've played tons of games, probably like 5 or 6, not really tons, in this exact line, but I think it's pretty simple. All you need to do is get your queen out, get to an endgame quick, and your rook just wins. Oh well, he's letting me get the queen out for free, so I'm gonna take. Okay, first question. Do I take with the rook? I think it's better to take with the queen, just because now we're even material. All I need to do is take, he gets a lead in development, but that's not much compared to a rook. I can just block it, take. And then now, yeah, he has to take it because his queen is hanging. Or he could have played here, and after I take, he could take back with the bishop. Yeah, but he should not be trading. One of the worst strategies is to trade while you're losing, unless it gives you a direct benefit. Because if you're losing and you trade into a losing endgame that is like 100% solved, and your opponent knows how to solve it, then you die. Like, that's the simplest way to put it. You're dead. Okay, so I can chase the queen off this diagonal and win this knight. I think after, let's see here, he can get on this diagonal, but I'm just going to take his knight, and it'll be a fair trade. Then I want to trade. Okay, didn't look at that. Does he see the knight is hanging, and is he panicking? If he moves the knight, I bring my queen back here and I just trade queens. If he doesn't do anything else, I play bishop e2 and castle. Because I need to keep my king safe so I don't get attacked on my way to the endgame. But I'm clearly not doing a great job of that, just getting wrecked by his pieces. Okay. I can't take the knight because my rook is under fire. So I think I just go back, try to force a queen trade, which, by the looks of it, his queen is totally boxed in, except for that one square. And in the situation, let's see. Here, then I need to stop here, here, and here. Yeah, I can go here. And that forces the trade. All I have to do is stop these 2 pawns. That's the only dangers. And, yeah. We'll be good as gold. I can sack the knight for both pawns. I think I'm gonna go here. He goes here. I go here. If he pushes, I take. And if he pushes this one, I take it. Okay. He has no other way to defend it. So, let's see. Which one should I take? If he pushes, should I take this pawn? Or should I just go ahead and take this one? I think since my rook blockades this one. Okay, since I already have 2 attackers on that pawn now, I can just get here. Just get here. No matter where he goes, I can trade the bishop. Yep. Let's see, here. Here I castle. Because I just take control of that square. Okay. Worst case scenario, like very worst case scenario. Well, let's see. Take. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna sack it because he thinks he gets something. So, knight for rook. Then he goes here. I step up. He takes the rook. I take back, and this pawn is stopped. The other reason I go here is because it just blockades this rook. He gets no control, and it stops the fork if he doesn't sack the rook. Yep, he sacks the rook. Here. Take. I take. Or you go back here and take, and I just threaten, and boom. Boom. Yeah. All is lost for black here. All is lost. Now he's the one who has to defend my pass pawn. Let's see, what's the simplest way to go about this? We're up the full rook, so I think I should just use the rook. Make sure I don't get forked. So I go here, he goes here, I go here, he goes here. Yep. Here, here, here. If he goes there, I pin him. Let's see, he can go... No, there's no way to attack my king or my rook because those 2 squares are cut off. Let's see. You can't get out because the pawn threatens that and the rook stops that. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade the rook for the knight so he has no way to fight back. And then I'm just gonna get in around here and I'm gonna use my king and my knight combined to win a couple of the pawns, and then I'm gonna make a queen and win the game. Here, here. let's see, here? Or if he comes here, I'm just going to move the knight around. Or I'm just going to move the knight around anyways. His king has to come. If his king goes here, I think what I'll play is here and sack the pawn so that his king has to step back. Okay, he hates trading the pawns. It's good to know. Here. Let's see, if he goes here, I step back, and the next move I just trade pawns again. That's free. And now if he takes this, I get it back. So he can't push because I get it for free. Now he has to step to one of these two squares. And I can just keep going forward. He has to go here or here or here. Now I sack for the last pawn. Or I could force him away from the last pawn. As long as I don't end up taking away one of the squares that he needs to go to. Yeah. Here. Here. Only move is there. I go here. Here. Check. If he goes here, I just push. If he steps back. If he steps back, he has... Oh, he does have there, yeah. Let's see. Let's make sure we don't stalemate. So, now he has all the squares. And I take away this. Now he has these three. So when I push here, he still has that square. He goes here, I queen because it's with check. Here. Let's see. He's got a ton of squares that he can go to. Or I could just queen and knight mate him, which I think would be faster. Here, and then queen b2 is just checkmate. Yep. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for watching, second viewer, and hope you enjoyed. Please come back, watch my next stream. Might do one later today. Thank you, and bye.